Shut up and sit down.
Hello friends out there in YouTube land. I'm Robert Hamm with Robert Hamm Photography. I'm here once again doing something a little bit different. Those of you that are subscribers to the channel know that every once in a while I like to throw in something just a little bit different, whether it be guitars or Nintendo 3DS skins or playing video games. From time to time I like to spice the channel up. When I do this, I get a lot of people that say, great, good work, we enjoyed seeing that, because it allows you to know a little bit about me as a person and not just as somebody that makes videos about photography. And as we speak of that today, I'm coming to you with the Kimber Micro 9. This is the Raptor edition, and I'm really excited to be able to bring that to you. Now, I don't shoot often. It's not like I'm out at the range all the time, but I do shoot. I have several rifles and pistols, and this is a newest rifle, this is my newest pistol, and I'm excited to bring it to you. So I'd like to give you a little bit of a first look, initial thoughts. I've only been to the range with it one time. I've put 130 or 120 rounds through it, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about that. Overall, it's been a great experience so far. So opening up the box, you're going to see your regular paperwork, and obviously already shooting it before I've got my receipt. Kimber thanks us for trusting their next shot to Kimber. Crimson Trace laser grips, they want you to buy some. And the owner's manual, which is always good to have. This one's a real nice owner's manual actually, so they did a good job with it. The thing I like about Kimber is they always put together a more booklet, full color magazine print pages, and that's important because when you purchase a Kimber, you're buying something a little bit more expensive than the competition, and so it's nice to get full-fledged stuff out of it. This is a Mirrorless night sights information because I have Mirrorless night sights on this. Joined the NRA, came with it, good for them, and then a Kimber sticker. Okay, so that's all the paperwork. Of course, don't let me forget the gun lock, which these are never really handy for me unless you're flying on an airplane. If you're flying on an airplane, this is great. You can contact the TSA, contact your airport, and you can fly with a pistol. You just have to follow the guidelines. So definitely keep these. These are very important for that. Comes in a nice soft case. Obviously, I've opened this already, but I've kind of put it back to its factory condition so that you could see it comes in this little plastic bag, and right now, you can also see that it comes with one 6-round magazine, which is pretty good. And then when you open up this little bag, you've got your pistol here, which is pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and take this out. Obviously, we're good to go. So here's our Kimber. I'm going to let that down real quick. Here's our Kimber, and this is our Micro 9 Raptor. And it's a really nice looking pistol. This isn't pointing at me, guys. Continuing on, a couple of things about the Kimber I'd like to talk about. People don't always understand why you pay as much as you pay for a Kimber, right? They're generally more expensive. 1911, obviously, this is the 1911 Manual of Arms, although it's in a 9mm format. It's like a Micro 9. Get that? And there's no beaver tail grip safety and things along those lines. However, it functions very similar, right? So condition 1, condition 2, condition 3, those ideas as far as how you're going to operate the pistol and how you're going to carry it. This pistol is designed to be carried with one in the chamber, the hammer back, and the thumb safety on. That's how it's designed to be carried. Some things that I've noticed about the pistol going straight forward, these front serrations, my first time shooting it, after around about 50 or 60, I noticed that they were a little bit sharp for me. I think that's just getting used to the gun. Remember, this isn't checkering right here. Checkering usually adds a lot of grip. This is nice. These are kind of aggressive scale patterns right there. And although it doesn't hurt when you're holding it like this, after 50 rounds, 60 rounds, you may begin to feel that. I have no doubt that that will probably go away the more I shoot it, but just shooting it the first time, that's what I noticed. The sight picture is amazing. It's got an excellent sight radius of right around 4.5 inches, something like that, which is really nice. It's also really nice 3-dot night sights. So they're white dots. They're the Meprolite night sights. They're really bright at nighttime. It's really nice. There's even scaling across the top. Of course, everyone talks about this backstrap right here, the mainspring housing on Kimbers, and on lots of them they're plastic. I actually took a little knife to this one and scratched it, and mine is not plastic. It appears to be aluminum. And that was interesting to find out, because I wanted to know. It didn't feel like it was plastic. It didn't taste like it was plastic. Yeah, that feels like metal when you put your tongue there. So I wanted to know what it was. And so, no, I got a little scratch, and I figure that it's actually aluminum. It's just a nice looking, good shooting pistol. Now, when I started shooting, my groups were right about dinner plates at 24, 25 feet, somewhere around there, 7, 8 yards. By the time I finished up and realized what was going on, even though my hand was hurting, I was getting about 3.5-inch groups. And, you know, that's good for me. So as long as I'm within a dinner plate, I'm happy. But even with such a small, short pistol, that was pretty good. And I noticed that the sights were dead on. When I would let my hand rest and relax and go nice and slow, I could hit the bullseye pretty easily. The second and third shots, as I was taking from this thing, would kind of jump around a little bit, but still, like I said, I was able to dial it in. There are some things you got to understand about Kimbers, right? Like, it says Kimber Custom Shop, right? So what exactly is the custom shop piece, you know? So I actually called Kimber. I decided I was going to find out. Some guys at the range were talking about what Kimbers are and what Kimbers aren't, and you know, I've owned 3 Kimbers. I wanted to get some answers straight from the horse's mouth, so I called Kimber and I asked him, what's the difference between a custom shop piece as compared to the regular line piece? The lady on the line told me specifically this: all Kimbers are hand fitted down the line. That's standard. A match grade trigger, that's standard. A match grade barrel, that's standard. Hand fitting of your sights, that's standard. Polished barrels and polished feed ramps are also standard. These are standard things. Okay, so if that happens to all the Kimbers, then what makes a custom shop Kimber different from a regular Kimber? And that comes into any additional things that aren't considered standard, such as the scaling that would go on it, front or back strap checkering, the affixing of night sights or something along those lines, the ability to round all the edges, also known as melting, like carry melting. Anything that is in addition to what Kimber comes with standards. So when you get into a custom shop piece, you're now talking something that has some additional ornamentation or additional customization outside of that. So in here, it's the scaling up on the top and the sides and the slide and the back strap. This isn't being fitted with an aluminum back strap right here for the mainspring housing. That's an upgrade. The front strap checkering. The special custom engraved hand grips, that's custom. And then the trigger, that also, this trigger right here is a grooved trigger, so you've got some additional grip options there. And it just comes together very nicely. As far as firing the pistol, I had a great time with it. I had a very good time with it. Today, like I said, I wanted to bring you something a little bit different. I hope that you've enjoyed this first look, more like an initial impressions of this pistol. I enjoy the pistol. I like it quite a bit. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. At some point in time, probably the next 1,000 rounds, probably after I get past the break-in period, a couple months, I'll do a follow-up video to this, which will be my range review, and I'll share with you some of the video and things that I've been taking over this period of time. And I hope that you find that helpful. So please leave your questions and comments down below. Let's keep it civil. We already talked about how I feel about jokers out there. No fun. You're just tough behind the keyboard. And like I said, I'm Robert Hamm with Robert Hamm Photography. I hope that you found this enjoyable. And until then, take it easy, my friend.